Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming, but you already know this and we're playing Path of Exile, so let's get into it. Let's take care of Kitava and get to a part of the game that we love, which is the middle to the end game. Can't wait to get my next ascendancy. Feels like it's been in forever since I wanted to go through these. Brand new level ups. I feel like bringing Orb of Storms at this point. I haven't been using this Frost Bomb for a while. Only on bosses, but I feel like the lightning is really, lightning damage seems to be taken over by a lot. Let's see, cold and lightning resistances, +9 to all resistances. The rest are not that impressive, just a bit of strength, which could be useful for us. Let's see, what do we want to replace? This? I think so. I think there's no point in keeping that fire damage anymore. Yeah, and with the resistances I think we can pretty much work with them. Yeah, maybe not the perfect situation, but definitely will work. Okay, back north. I got a need for speed. Let's make this quick. Now pretty soon we're going to get into that part of game where we're gonna start to take care of different gods of the Pantheon, and I'm gonna take a look as soon as we finish our ascendancies, our killing of Kitava. I'm gonna take a look at what we need to do for next for as far as Pantheon goes. Because although generally I know what builds need, playing Elemental Witch for the first time really makes me doubt my knowledge. Let's see. Chaos Orb, summon skeletons with a Veil Orb of 10 quality. Okay. This is just like a stone. Ritual site, it seems. Fortress ritual site, okay. So what do we want from here? Chaos Orb. And that's about it. Well, I think we're still okay on mana. As far as usage goes, we're at 60 now, and we have like 377 mana available. Okay, let's see what we can do. Our first true test. Oof. Should have dodged that sooner. Darn. That took so much life from us. Okay, so our defenses are definitely suffering here. I think at this point we are at like 2 deaths, which is pretty good, all things considered. Maybe I should have applied the flash just a little bit more. Yeah. Probably lost on bleeding there. A bit too much. That's it. Woof. Once again, almost got us. Almost. But that should be about it. I think she'll come up now, or he'll come up now and just take us out.
The flame of
Yep.
hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
Challenge complete. Defeat these Act 1 bosses. Minus 30 to all resistances. Which means we really have to work now on capping them. Now more than ever, as we will be meeting some of the Pantheon, and when it comes to Pantheon gods, you saw that most of them have different elements.
Don't think I'll be forgetting that favor you owed.
Okay, talk to Scene first.
Hello.
And we're back
Farewell.
in Lionel's watch. Okay, well. Should we change? Inspiration, at least we can start leveling this up as well. Let's take a look at these wands. And let's try to throw in at least one red. And I want another red here. Good. Because I want to throw in this. Where is the other golem? Glacial hammer is not what I want. But I want us to start leveling the flame golem as well. What about the rest? Well, let's take a brand new look at our build. And we'll see here. Actually, give me a quick second while I fill up my coffee and then we can talk about it. Perfect. Let's get this going now that I have something to drink while we'll take a look over the build. For Pantheons, what are we going to do? We're going for Soul of Lunaris. Soul of Lunaris is probably your best pick. No one has ever said no to some extra physical damage reduction. Additionally, in this build I recommend upgrading Soul of Lunaris. Kill the Hallowed Husk in a palace map to upgrade a part of this Pantheon in order to become immune to chain. Okay, so that's the effect like we have on our Arc, right? That extra chain. If there are no extra enemies around us to go to, all that damage will be added on top. So basically maybe by 15% for each remaining chain. We want to be immune to this. As you are running 4 golems permanently, chaining projectiles can be very dangerous. So if we get hit by a chain, because we are the targetable, then it would spread to the other enemy, to the other allies as well, and thus we will be losing them pretty quickly. Good. So I understand now why we need the Soul of Lunaris, and the upgraded version especially. For minor gods, I would recommend the Soul of Shakri here, as chaos damage over time can be fairly lethal. The other options don't really offer us much. Okay, because chaos damage can go through our shield, it is one reason why we want defense against it. And then we have upgrading the Pantheons, but that is not important right now. Let's take a look at our gems. For gems, we will need to start slowly moving towards the new links, right? We have Veil Arc. Here we could almost go with this. What I want first, before moving to that, is we want this secondary Elemancer. This will increase another 100% increase buff effect of our golems. That because we will be reaching 4 golems, each one of them adding 25%. With this extra buff at the end, we will have them increase even our critical strike chance, which is reduced, if I'm not mistaken, by one of these. This one, Awakened Control Destruction, 100% reduced critical strike chance, and we offset that with some of these, right, and with the golems. So I will add these later on after we get our second ascendancy. Our aura setup will want to stop, once again when we have 4 golems, we'll probably want to stop Herald of Lightning and throw in probably Wrath, us and the nearby allies gaining extra lightning damage. That could be really good. Clarity is for mana regeneration. Yeah, for Clarity I don't want it right now. Flesh and Stone is something that we might want. Nearby enemies are blinded, while in Sand Stance you take 9 to 11 less damage from attacks from enemies that aren't nearby, while Sand Stance nearby enemies are maimed while in Blood Stance. Okay, I guess we'll keep it more through the Sand Stance for the defense, I'm guessing. Enlightened Support will just reduce the mana they require. A level 4 Enlightened is recommended here, as that allows you more freedom with your mana. However, a level 3 should suffice in the early stages of the game. I think a level 4, to get a level 4 you need a corrupted version of it. Do note that if you get a Divergent Inspiration support for your main links, you can get away with a much lower level of Clarity Aura at the earlier levels of your character, which makes you running a level 3 Enlightened a lot more manageable. I'm guessing that an alternate quality Inspiration support will reduce the mana multiplier used. Interesting. It seems like Inspiration support does this, so supporter skills have 25 to 34% reduced mana cost. Okay. Zealotry, we will need an amulet for that. Movement speed and Veiled Righteous Fire. So we're gonna throw in here with the Flame Dash, we're gonna look for a second wind support. And the Arcane Surge, we already know that. We're almost done with this. Set up in Trigger Wand, Assassin Mark and Wave of Conviction. These we're just leveling it up, we don't have the wand for it just yet. And then we have our golems. And the Shaper of Storm / Winter. You'll automatically apply both of these ascendancies with Arc, but because you don't want to waste support gems on Arc and scaling its element effects, you are running Orb of Storms to drop on a boss. So this is only when we get our third ascendancy point, which is here, right? With the Shaper of Storm or Shaper of Winter. Okay, so this is just for later on in the game. We're still away from this, so we don't care about it too much. Then we'll take one last look at Path of Build here. Right now I am here at Devotion. I'm gonna go ahead and get this elemental damage and the elemental resistances, because this is very important right now especially. And since we're going to be very close here to some of these, I believe what I am going to be picking, I think I'm going to finish probably this area. I'm definitely going to get this 30 to maximum life. Other than that, chaos resistance could come in handy. What about on this side? Let's take a quick look here. Increase energy shield and life, we already have that. Here is once again increase life and energy shield. Mana regeneration, critical strike, some life and strength, some dexterity and intelligence. Okay, I can see where we get our dexterity from now. Another power charge, more life, and increased energy and evasion rating. Okay, so for the moment I think we're okay staying on this side. Let's just click this update. But that's gonna be it. That's gonna happen automatically, so we don't need to worry. For the moment, I think it might be important to throw in... Let's see, do we want to throw in some resistances? Like this one, we could even go further with its upgrades. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we could improve on. Definitely need some better equipment. Let's see, can I throw maybe here some resistances? Increase elemental damage with attack skills. At the moment we can only add these resistances. What are we missing the most? Well, we have lining with the rest of the equipment and almost to the max. This one offers us no type of resistance. So what do you think? I think fire is the first one that we are getting. And probably coal will do this. It's a bit more manageable. We're gonna get another 15% pretty soon on our resistances in like 2 levels, I believe. Where is it? 1, 2, no, a bit more, 4 levels. Got it. Then what do I want to do? I want to go with this and this and this. We're gonna apply the auras as well for now. We're doing pretty well on everything that we have on us. And we would really like to find one of those enlightenment gems and level it up. It would make things so much easier long term. Sure, it will take a long time to level it up, but it's gonna happen one way or another. Important thing is to have it and not buy it, because that would be pretty expensive, I'm imagining. You know what? I think I'm gonna go on Poe Trade just to see what kind of price does an enlightenment gem have. What is here? Gem cutter prism. And that's about it. We're gonna need to clear this entire area. So I'm not worried about not finding the ritual site.
I need more mana. When I'm ready, and not
Good.
before.
We got ourselves another Orb of Alchemy, which pays off for the upgrades we did to our resistances. Increase cold damage, some lightning attacks, some elemental resistances. Let's defer this first, and we'll buy the gems instead. thunderous skies. Okay. Plenty of 4 links. Very easy to get now in the late game. And now if I need any kind of 4 link, it's pretty easy to go back on, like, using our witch, getting enough gear for a new build. That's why you need a league starter. That's why you want a character that does not cost much and that can push you as far as possible. Did we kill everybody? Nope. Now we killed everybody. So let's check Poe Trade. Now there are multiple sites. I am showing you, by the way, the size that I use. Don't take this as the best. It really depends on your preference. We're just gonna go with a simple enlightened gem. An enlightened gem with 17 quality, it costs, like, this costs like 5. This is like 4 months ago. Not standard league, let's go ritual league, yeah. 13 chaos orb for level 1. That is quite expensive, to be honest. How much orbs do we have? Would love to get an enlightened gem right now. We have 9 chaos orbs overall. So yeah, we'll switch back. We have 9 chaos orbs, so we wouldn't even be able to afford it right now. Given that...
Do I hear the clink of markers in your pockets?
Okay, so we got ourselves... Oh, we opened the rogue, the heist league. Let's get to it. Let's do this content as well. But yeah, an enlightened orb we'll need later. We're not gonna get too much experience now, and thus we'll be able to afford maybe later on at a cheaper price.
Welcome, Exile, to the ring.
Welcome, Exile, to the ring. Now, this should be slightly different than in the last league.
See you.
I heard that there was also a bug that might not unlock characters, but we shall see. From my understanding, it doesn't affect everyone. So let's see. We start with...
I'll be here when you need me.
With 3 people.
Stay out of trouble.
Let's throw in the contract with Karst. You know what? I should be probably selling some of the items we have, because you know there's plenty of items on these maps.
Farewell.
And we want to have the space to collect everything. Glacier Hammer, don't care. We can get that very early on using a Templar.
Reckon I'll have a night out with the lads after this one. Can't remember the last time I blacked out.
Okay.
Hear that? We ain't alone. Place is crawling with guards. You're here to make sure they don't kill us both.
Okay. I'm not sure if how much has changed since last time,
I'll
but
pick any locks that get in our way.
we're gonna try this.
Yeah?
Silver coin.
Go on.
Perfect.
You got 'em.
Blacksmith whetstone.
No further.
I've got the best of you. Not quick, but not hard.
Okay, just a simple dungeon overall.
Consider your actions, yeah? We don't want too much attention. Easy.
I need more mana.
Plenty more where that came something, I reckon.
The cash... Oh, it's still paying off quite well. Divide and Conquer Viridian Jewel. 14 increased attack damage while holding a shield. With total 40 dexterity and strength in radius. Spectral shield throw. Chains 4 times. This is with shield throw. If you wanna have a shield throw build, I think there's a build called like Captain America. You can imagine why, but I heard it's pretty good.
This'll be quick. Wait, what's the hands?
Orbital Appellation, good. Quite a few things. Hopefully we can find something really good in this.
Urns on the other side of this door. Grab it, so we can get out of here. Almost there. Don't screw it up.
Orb of Fusing, Hunter's Resolve. Okay, let's steal this and run away.
Hear that? We've been made. Grab what you can and head out. Back the way we came, rookie.
Okay, I guess we have to open this door. Yeah, not even having to make it through the door. We're just destroying them here. It's really cool as this arc bends. So if you only catch a glimpse of an enemy, it goes around the door to hit the others as well.
Did it go?
We're still breathing, Rook. So you ain't done half bad. Take that urn to Faustus, yeah?
Good. Let's see, we sell these. Let's take a look at the other items. Some fire resistance. This one, lightning resistance, mana, intelligence, strength. Okay, no. Fire and lightning with increased lightning damage. Strength and intelligence. Increased totem damage while wielding a staff, critical strike chance for spells. Maybe I'll keep that for a totem build. Nothing impressive here. Damage with swords, chance with fire skills, and increased area damage. Aid to all elemental resistances, cold resistance, armor, dexterity, and intelligence. What about this? Increased flash chance. 20 increased damage with attacks. Nope. And this is lightning, cold, dexterity, life, and once again cold. I mean, it feels like it's slightly better than this, but not too much. So let's see, we'll sell these.
Good luck to you.
And that's about it. We're gonna throw this in the stash. And I'm gonna throw jewels here for later usage.
Anytime.
Okay, quest complete. We have no other contracts for the moment. So it's time to go back to pack 6. Let's see.
You have the look of a wayfarer.
Hello.
Seek prophecy. Let's see, what can we find? You'll encounter corrupted animals in the Thunder Forest and slay them. Okay. Time to move on. Find the manuscript, search the mud flats for Nessa, and travel to Axiom's prison to kill Chevron. Ooh. What did we get there? So, extra cold damage, evasive, allies resist elemental damage and resist elemental damage. Okay. So, I guess we didn't kill her quick enough. There's also such a thing as elemental reflection that we can stop at some point. But basically any attack done with an elemental attack is gonna be reflected back at you. It's like the physical reflection we had before. You wanna make sure you don't get destroyed by those enemies.
And not before. I need more mana.
Okay. 2 more ritual sites remaining. This one gives us more energy shield, dexterity, intelligence, 6-9 physical damage to attacks. That's not impressive. Increased energy shield and some cold resistance. Chaos and lightning resistance, some energy shield. I think this one could be better than this one. This one also offers us some life. But it's not too much at the moment. Yeah, I think the chaos resistance could come in handy. Okay, level up. Let's see, we're gonna throw a point now going forward, get more life. As you can see, we're taking a lot of damage. There's a big chance that most of this damage we're receiving because we don't have our resistances capped. What about our arc? Our arc now changed 6 times. Okay, let's see if probably can buy at least the Chaos Orb or something. So using the flask here for the elemental resistance probably is a pretty good idea to always keep it active. It recharges quite quickly, especially when you have enemies en masse. Let's see. You'll track down a powerful bearded devil who will drop a unique item when slain. Let's defer that. An area with Infernal Tempest we don't care for. Maybe defer this one. Okay, have ourselves another Chaos Orb. Let's go back to the Tidal Island. Okay, so we have a few things that we can interact with. We have the ritual first. Let's get this done. Chaos Orb, Gem Cutter Prison, the Prison Key, and the Orb of Fusing. +1 socket to minion gems. That's cool. Let's go and activate this as well, though.
Feel compelled to stride beneath the waves?
I always wanted, since we started this build, I always wanted to try this.
Need more mana.
Because the Arc is really a quick way to destroy most of these enemies. I'm gonna try to farm as much as possible. I'm losing some frames here. I really need to find a way to improve it because I feel like in the late game it might become a problem. But look at that. We're gonna get a lot of rewards out of this. As long as we can keep up with it. And what can I say? So far so good. Okay, very successful for the first try. A lot of chaos shards, medium cluster jewel. Let's see, did we get enough shards here to create? I am sure we did. Did we create anything? No. We need 20, so very close, very close. But yeah, it does work as I thought it would be, like making it very easy for this type of content. Okay, we found some sulfite as well. We're gonna use it in a second. Or maybe we'll collect a bit more until we start going into the delve. One more ritual site remaining, let's go after it. Orb of fusing, what do you want? I guess just to defer the costs of everything here? Yep, sounds about right. And I think at this point it does not matter what else we do. We'll go back and turn the quest in. Complete this quest, Bestel's Epic. Let's see, we need dexterity, strength and dexterity. This one offers to all attributes. Don't care for intelligence too much because we're definitely going to have a lot of points there. So let's try to find some sort of amulet that offers strength and dexterity, but lightning resistance could be good. Spell damage. I mean, if I'm gonna look at this, it's less by cast speed on average. Yeah. So the only difference is that this will cap +2 mana gain on kill. This would not do that, but it would increase the spell damage. Okay, let's leave that there. Totally fine for now. In the jewels, we're gonna throw this and then the rest of them. Like so.
Not right now.
A heist. We need a heist stash. I'm not sure there isn't one. There's a separate stash for the heist from what we saw with the contract. I'm thinking that at some point they'll probably integrate it with the normal stash as well. The mud flats. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have to be careful for their shields, I'm guessing, here. What's this? Victory Bar Battle Sword. +3 gain for each enemy hit by attacks, physical damage. Okay. This one offers 9 strength. Satin gloves. Energy shield, increased energy shield, cold resistance, where now we are getting what? Just life and cold resistance. These gloves could be good if upgraded. Let's take some more ritual sites. Okay, quite a bit of tribute here. There's nothing remaining. 7% maximum life. This will be really good if upgraded to an epic. Like, there's a random chance that we'll get something even better. Goat hide boots, but this is for evasion. I want the gloves. And I want the Crimson Jewel. I'll take the gloves. I'll take the Crimson Jewel as well. We don't have money to defer anything else. And we'll have to work with the links on these gloves. But I think they're pretty good. There's Nessa. A crystal scepter. Okay, that's not for us. More gloves.
He did this to me.
Okay, now we need to go travel through Prisoner's Gate. I think it might be somewhere in that direction.
When I'm ready and not before.
And fight the fire beasts. Or the fire enemy. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see, 33% increased spell damage with another 10%, with 70 to 27 damage to spell, with 7 increased cast speed and 8% chance to shock. That's a no-brainer there. 25 maximum life, 21 increased mana regeneration rate while moving. Minions have 3% chance to blind on hit attacks. That is pretty cool too. Let's see. A still lost circlet? Sure, let's get that as well. We'll see if it's better or if you can make it better. We're starting to get some really good items. What is our fire resistance like? Oh, we are at 75, but I think that is because of flask, yeah. So as long as we use the flask, we should be okay in this battle. 3 to 6 physical damage to spells. Okay, 30 maximum mana, 31 increased damage against abyssal monsters. The lattice ring mail. Increase armor and shield, cold resistance, cannot be chilled, increased chill duration on enemies. Carved wand. Okay, I guess I'll defer a few things. And I'll do with this. With that. I guess I'll do with these glass bubbles as well. Okay, let's see. Tukohama. Yep, he should be vulnerable to cold. He's gonna cast like these totems now, which protect him.
I need more mana.
Good. And there we have it. Quick and painless.
The soil wants for your blood no more. Remember, humanity.
Okay, we got ourselves the solo Tukohama. While stationary, gain 2 additional physical damage reduction every second up to 8 seconds. That could be pretty good. We are mostly stationary using the arc, so this will just increase our damage. With the new levels, we're gonna go in this direction. Holy Dominion. I don't think you can hear this. I think I've set my mic well enough to where it won't capture the noise from my neighbor. She's playing some opera music. Or? Yeah, something like that.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I do love opera. I think I've gotten more actually into it when I started playing the violin. I don't think, if I have to really think about it, before that I don't think I really got into that kind of music. Started with a lot of hip-hop as a kid. There were all these underground bands and like hip-hop bands weren't really a thing. The cassettes were brought in by like different people who traveled after communism fell, right? After the borders were opened, there were people who were going outside and buying cassettes and bringing them back into our country. And they would copy and sell them, I believe. Now, I'm not sure there were really any contracts or things like that. So they spread the music around. Yeah, it's quite a nice music that I hear from my neighbor. It might be even something like Andrea Bocelli or something. But I used to listen to a lot of hip-hop when I was a young guy, and there were plenty of Romanian bands who were just starting out, so they were really they weren't at the level that you would say like Biggie Smalls would be, or Tupac, or bands like that, but it was the beginning of the hip-hop voice in Romania, so you could like the lyrics would speak volumes. And later on, when I got older, I got into rock like a lot, plenty of bands. I think it started with a mix with Linkin Park and bands like that, and then got into heavy metal a lot more. We've heard about Metallica, heard about Nightwish, which were in their prime back then. This could be a pretty good circlet as well. With life, energy shield, some block. It needs some work. I'm not sure we can get these to have a 6 link, so I'm not even gonna try. These gloves are good though, for what we need at the moment. But this one, I feel like we need it the most. So, which one do we want? I guess this one with the 6 and 9. Definitely. And probably the one to start with. So what I'll do is use the stash over here, and I'm going to throw 3 link here, and we need 4 links here. Ooh, we're really using them. Okay. And do we want this to be linked? Frost Bomb, Summon Chaos, Herald of Thunder, added lightning damage. I mean, it would be nice because it works well with the Frost Bomb. At least a 3 link. We got a 4 link. Even if you use the Word of Spite. Herald of Thunder. I think it's probably better to try to make this circlet work. We have one of these, but they're so rare where I don't think, like, maybe I'll keep it just in case we'll have the possibility to add 2 golems and we won't find a better circlet. Let's try to link this. Though we might not need to. Let's see. So what would this do to our damage? So here would work pretty well, 3000, and this would be 3100. Yeah, the main idea of this is that it adds +1 to all our lightning spell damage, and at level 20 that will be absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do here is that I'll try to link like that, add the Flame Dash to the Arcane Surge support. We have one of these to reduce the Arcane Surge support to level 7 as it said in the guide. Now the reason it says that in the guide is because you want it to activate. At this point you can see that activating the Arcane Surge costs 41 mana and we're using only 18 on the Flame Dash. By the time its Flame Dash is at level 20, it's definitely going to have enough of a cost to activate Arcane Surge. You can see that even if we go 1 level lower, it's going to be from 41 mana to 32 mana. So that is a huge addition to our damage. With this skill point we're gonna go with an extra 10% to elemental attacks. That's another 100, adding up all the other effects. And let's go back to the Reg. Probably should have sold a few things. Definitely should have sold a few things. But now it's too late, we're gonna come back later on. In the end, every little bit counts, as far as damage goes.
I need more mana.
Cool thing about the infuse orb, the infuse channeling, it's going to be making our arc cost so much less, thus being able to support it together with some of the other auras that we are going to activate.
When I'm ready and not
Okay, one more ritual site remaining. Kinetic Bolt we're not using right now. Let's continue. Did I just... rats! I clicked on it too quickly. Because I leveled up Arcane Support again. Like a doofus. Okay, okay, good. Let's see, what do we have here? Reduced attack damage with main hand, 46% increase the attack damage with offhand. This could really be really... this is really good. Evasion rating of 90. 100 to maximum life. Cold and lightning damage. Dude, this is a really good item. I am going to buy it. I think I can put it on the market for a pretty good price. I think we're just going back to where we came from earlier, yeah. Okay, so it's the other way. Steve Knight Flask, okay. I want a Jade one. A Jade to provide us with 3000 evasion. Silk robes, if it had more links maybe.
when I'm ready.
Okay, lower prison. Is there anything else that we need to go through? No, just the lower prison. Ah. Like this. Okay. So, we'll try going here again. We're looking for the Ascendancy task as
That
well.
would just make life complicated.
Let's throw in this. I will throw this. Probably that should be about it. Maybe the jewel that we're gonna throw in this stack. Few more of these that we should go for, a few more contracts. I'm not sure I can make this item better. I'll have to investigate, so leave it here. Let's take a look if we have here a second wind. Not sure at which level we get it. Second wind support. Okay, now we have this gem as well. I'm gonna keep it visible like here. Going forward, I want this. And once again, take off the Arcane Surge support. And hopefully this time we will not upgrade it again, because I don't have another orb. Well, I think this is a good time to put a cut. We're gonna come back tomorrow with another hour-long episode as we continue to get through the Trials of Ascendancy. We only need 3 to get to the next Trial of Ascendancy, and I believe there is a pretty good chance that we might do it tomorrow. Hopefully it comes true. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all a great day.